advocating for life on the altars of function. Okay, pattern recognition. I know enough to know I don't know. It's disempowering, empowerment. It's Pallas Athena. It's understanding, perception. Doesn't mean you know how to apply it. You're learning what that is. The world is the only teacher in that respect. And I feel that because we lose our language of self, we are untuned in this instrument to a song being played external. So you got to tune yourself back in. When you do that, you can no longer play that song. You're out of key. And in that process, a realization occurs that the problems aren't out there. They're always going to be there, the 10,000 things, all potential. It's a reflection of the reciprocity of a relation to oneself and the worth which grows in that awareness process. And how you apply that into reality reflects that. So we are sacrificing in a process of ignorant learning required the soil with which all the roots find new life, and you are blooming in that. As am I. So functions, we designate meanings in life. We get a job for certain things. It's not just about us. Relational dynamics give rise to necessity, the mother of invention, and the world gives you all these convenient mediums from which to ground that tension into form, and you fall into the archetypes through the mundane, modern sophistication. Sophist. And so you must reduce yourself to yin and yang principles in relation to what you are not. The contrast divided. So you see battles of belief. You get caught in the song of this chaotic melody. One spirit, many expressions. We're in relation to it. We're taking it in. We're learning what it is. We're digesting it. We're learning ourselves, burning it. So whether it's holding for control or release, it's a process. And you don't gotta do anything, but you will learn your language in that, your tuning. So you find the release so that your control can be allowed in a process. Co-creative with reality. Hearing more than just the discordant hymns of a distant past, echoing through us. You find your own tuning, you create your own sound, and that's where you allow the yin, the creative, which is ever potentiating forms. Find the yang, which becomes the static, because it is the act. And by nature, statics are steps in progression. They are not the full circuit. So the void, ineffability, gives rise to reasons, and you find meanings, and the pain rises, because everything you believe can be felt. And if you are limited in awareness to only what you have seen, then you are at disadvantage. At least for release sake, because everything we learn, all the knowledge and wisdom and all that stuff is actually a bind. But it's the soil process giving rise to the reason, realizing and release. Then you co-create new meaning in an ignorant way. And the spells of communication bind us. That's why the language got to be figured from within. Or will be. Either divine in ignorance or willed in the children of the lesser gods, the known forms, the archons, the archetypes, the angels, the demons, the angles, the conception itself. So Pisces season, it's a good time to get into these kind of contemplations. If you've already been there, done that, then get into life. Try and release all that shit. It is fertile times right here, right now, for the future. Always. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. And it's not in psychic mind loops of previous tones. That's why it's a big thing, because no one knows. And I didn't mean that to rhyme, it just happened. So, altars, in form, for as functions, and what you give meaning to, how you do that. Creatively, naturally, authentically, purely, ignorantly. From Pisces to Aries, we got all this energy going there. So get into it now. This is the dissolvement. Saturn trining Mars, when Mars goes direct back on the shadow path through the emotional flow into the purity of the refinement of the sense of self in relation to the value of what it is to be alive and what it is to feel without the miasma of the masses. So multi-purpose, optimal expression through focused living intention. We are all changing. It's a change from within, and the world cannot